someone who had a chance, but had a chance. Someone who had a chance, but she was not able to prevail. She wasn't. She wasn't. Able to prevail.
Very pathetic. Very pathetic. Very pathetic. And a little aggressive. And a little aggressive.
A girl rose her nose. Rose her nose. A girl rose her nose.
So I won't judge Sarah so severely. So I won't judge Sarah so severely. So I won't judge Sarah so severely. It was very daring of her. Very daring. It was very daring. It was very daring of her to let another young woman, let another young woman into the bed of her husband. Into the bed of her husband. Into the bed of her husband.
The first time of our ancestor Abraham, the first time of our ancestor Abraham, a relative. The first time of our ancestor Abraham.
Abraham's firstborn son. Abraham's firstborn son. Abraham's firstborn son.
He's our relative. Our relative. He's our relative. He's different.
different.
He's our relative. Relative. Our relative. He's our relative. Relative.
A relative. Relative. A relative. Relative.
He's our relative. Relative. He's our relative. Relative.
He's different. Different. He's different.
An ambivalent kind of attitude towards Ishmael. Ambivalent. An ambivalent kind of attitude. Kind of attitude towards Ishmael. Ishmael. An ambivalent kind of attitude towards Ishmael, with which I was brought up. With which I was brought up. With which I was brought up.
An ancestor of the Arabs. An ancestor of the Arabs. Of the Arabs. An ancestor of the Arabs.
Batterci Ishmael. Batterci Ishmael. Ishmael. Batterci Ishmael. We can see them in the streets. We can see them in the streets. We can see them in the streets.
Fighter. 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 Fighter.
Fighter. Fighter. Fighter. Fighter. Fighter.
An ambivalent kind of attitude towards Ishmael. Ambivalent. An ambivalent kind of attitude towards Ishmael.
We can see them in the streets. We can see them